Another item has chined out today. This time the garden hose watering wand. So I got this at the Home Depot maybe a month ago, if that. And here we go. Here's the problem. Made in China. Oh, great. So I saw this and I said, yeah, I could really use one of those, because when you water with the, something like this, you're spraying the water from really high up, and sometimes it goes all over the place, or if you have a big plant that's kind of delicate, it beats up the leaves. So sometimes this is nice to be able to put right up to the ground and avoid the leaves, or reach plants that are hard to reach, etc. So I really like to use these. I didn't have one, so I figured I'd grab one. And this was not super cheap, it wasn't super expensive. I want to say it was somewhere in the range of $20–25, which is kind of a lot for a, all things considered, very basic piece of equipment. So this this came on here like this, right, and then this goes on here like this, and this previously was here. You could turn it on and off. So it's a nice brass, or it looks like a brass. I don't think it is brass. It looks like a nice brass fitting, nice copper finish, blah blah blah. Well, I've used this, I would say, in the range of 5 to 7 times since I got it, and I use it and then I put it in the garage. Doesn't sit out in the sun, doesn't sit out in the rain, doesn't get beat up. It's probably taken better care of than most of these. And just today I gotten this out. I've noticed the finish was deteriorating like a week or two ago, but just today I got it out and I was just thinking to myself, wow, this is really, really junky. Look at this, is all pitted and corroded after just a couple of weeks of pretty limited use. I mean, you can see how cheap the finish is. It just is flaking right off. So there's zero waterproofing to this, which is ironic because it's a water contraption. You can see there's corrosion all around the threads. It's just awful. Really. But I kind of ignored it because it's just cosmetic. Same thing in there, it's all corroded. All corroded here. You'd think this portion would be waterproof, but it's inherently not. All corrosion everywhere. So I'm sure this would start leaking all around the edge pretty soon. And whatever, it's still functional. It's just cosmetic stuff. It's not like you hang this on a wall as a display piece. Who really cares? So I'm using it, right? I'm watering the plants today. This is, this is on here like this, and this conventionally would be here like this, and this is how you would turn it on and off. So I turned it on today, and it was leaking. Drip, drip, drip. Oh boy. So it's leaking a little bit. Turning it off, turning it on. It's leaking, but it's generally working. And all of a sudden I go to turn it on, and this goes, and water just starts spraying all over the place. It was comical. I wish it was on video, but it's not. Anyway, so this is great. So I couldn't even continue to use it because I thought maybe this just come loose, because I remember seeing the screw there, but it looks like it was connected to a plastic shaft of some kind, which attaches to the plastic ball valve, which the plastic just snapped right off. So that's probably the end of that. I could potentially put a longer screw on here, maybe. I mean, it's worth a shot. There's nothing to lose because it's already busted. But what a joke. So that broke right off, water spraying everywhere. I'm in the middle of watering the plants. Alright, we take this off, and I'll just use a regular, like I have something like this, which you can screw something on. Nope, don't fit. And I have another regulator like this, doesn't fit, because it's got to be exceptionally wide and deep, because normally these outlets look like this, nothing there. This has got this funny thing there, so you can't even screw it onto the, I could even just screw it onto the basic hose itself. So I took this off, and I just put it onto here for the time being. And it worked, but it leaked and the spray was coming out real weird, so not really a good answer. I expected this foam grip would be the first thing that broke because it just feels kind of chintzy to me, but ironically, and of course uselessly, because now there's no reason to hold it anymore, it's perfectly fine. So, great. Another thing has chined it out. Another thing, I should have bought a vintage one. It's so frustrating that you can't just go to the store and buy a product anymore. If I need something, like now I need a watering wand, I'm going to have to go to 15 tag sales and 10 thrift stores to try to find one made before 1995, otherwise it's just going to break.